Yeah. Wish I could paint our love moments in vibrant. Wordplay turns into gunplay. Gunplay turns into pillow talk. Pillow talk turns into sweet dreams. Sweet dreams turn into coffee in the morning.
Two, one. I thought she was about to start singing "Level Up." I was about to say,
Right.
yeah, like she better
Yo, that
die.
should be the
4,
intro though.
3,
Like,
2,
bye.
1, go. Level up, level up. Good morning, guys.
Well,
Yo, I fucking
good
cannot.
morning. Welcome to another episode of Coffee to Go. As you can see, we are awake, bumbling with so much energy. Oh gosh, so much energy. Good morning, guys.
We've had a lot of coffee already.
I downed my cup already.
So,
I'm on my second cup.
guys, this week was a very snowy, icy week for a lot of the country. I don't know how it was in New York. I know in Tennessee, people out here going crazy because we got like 4 inches of snow. Lathan didn't go to school all week,
Oh.
and it sucked.
Damn.
It sucked.
You're gonna have to drink this whole thing. 'Cause
Okay,
it's only good
appreciate
48 hours.
Okay, all right, get out my episode.
Shut up.
Anyways,
Hey, girl.
okay, so
So Lou, hello.
how did you guys get through this week, man? Like, how was it?
I think the best part is that like I work from home, so like being outside is an option for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely was out in that snow. What day was that? Friday.
Friday.
Because I had to get to Staten Island. It was snowing the whole day, but I was like, nah, I'm going to get my motherfucking sneakers. That was my motivation. Well, I had to go get them, but
You got the Jordans?
I don't like when people like. I don't like when it snows because I feel like people don't know how to drive
Mhm.
like at all. Like
I don't
we should
like
be
to drive
used
in
to
the
it.
snow.
Yeah, but we should be used to it, and they still be driving like 90 miles an hour on in a 25. Like,
Yo.
When snow on the ground, either it's black ice or like the slush. Like you understand that if you make a wrong turn, you're gonna go.
yeah,
Like,
right, exactly. They don't understand that though.
No, I don't. I don't do the whole. I mean, matter of fact, the day that it snowed out here, and it was like it was bad. My mom ended up staying overnight at her job, and
She don't even work that far.
she doesn't, right? So it was bad. Like it was coming down. There was ice and everything. I ended up going to the gas station that morning. It's like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. I went to the gas station, and I only went because I needed a refill on my e-cigarette or whatever. Yeah, because I am 2 months cigarette free so far. I am 2 months
Yay.
cigarette free. I have not had a cigarette since December 26th. So
Doesn't it feel good?
No, I kind of want one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I crave one every now and then, but you know what? I crave like the taste, but now like when I smell it or like when I see other people
Yeah.
smoking, like it's just like I don't want it, you know. And I've been getting these e-cigarettes, these to kind of like stop my cravings, and it's just something. It's the motion. And it
It's a
feels like
substance.
I'm smoking. Right.
You can't stop something. You have to like replace it, and that's what you're doing.
Yeah. So
Don't
I'm
say
kind of
that.
like weaning myself off, so to
Mm-mm.
speak. So I went to the
I
gas
didn't do
station.
it that way.
How did you do it?
When I just stopped, and it's been over
Just
2
cold
years.
turkey?
Because it was like, when I was stopping, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stop after this pack. But then it's like, all right, I'm gonna try to wean myself off. Let me just do, try to do 2 a day or something. Then I'm like, just do it that way. And then I figured that that's not gonna work because at 2 a day, I'm gonna want more, and I'm gonna go get a Lucy or I'm gonna go get a pack. So I had to do a cold turkey, and I didn't. I was like, all right, I'll replace it with something. I was like, no, I don't want to replace it with anything because I just don't want to smoke. So replacing it, I feel like it's leaving room for you to go back to that because now if you don't have your, refill and you see somebody smoking a cigarette, you might want to drag. Now all of a sudden, you smoking again. Like sometimes when it's like if you really want to quit, I feel like cold turkey a lot of the times is the best, and like replace it with like chewing gum or something like that because it's the oral fixation. So you chewing it, it's I don't want to say it the way I'm about to say it, but it's something in your mouth, and
Get you.
and it helps you stop because that replacement, I feel like it's just leaving room for you to
Yeah.
go get a cigarette, especially
Yes.
especially a night out at a bar.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
I
can't do
haven't.
that.
I can't speak for everybody. Like me personally, like I can't like last night, for instance. I told you guys I went to a friend's house, and you know, they were smoking weed and they kept asking me if I want to hit or whatever. I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, I don't smoke. And they're like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. And I'm like, you don't gotta apologize. I just don't smoke weed. Like, it's not it's not a big deal. But then,
Can we be adults
it was,
though? Like, I'm sorry. Like, when people like they'll say like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend. It's like, no, it's all right. You offered. I politely declined, and we should just go on.
yeah,
our
like
way.
I don't like it's like you don't have to apologize for it. I
Yeah.
mean, it just is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate you
Yeah.
like offering me, but I'm good. Like, but yeah, so there was also smoking cigarettes, and I'm just like the smell of it was just like, all right, like I'm gonna go back inside. Like, I'll talk to y'all when y'all come inside. Like, I didn't like the smell of it, So I'm good on cigarettes, and I'm glad that I have quit. I do feel a lot better. But getting back to my story at the gas station, I get to the gas station, and there's people out here, like I guess they've never seen snow in their entire life, type stuff. So like the way the dude was walking, like he was like trying to watch every step, and he's just like, and I'm just like casually walking past him, and he's like, it's like, yo, bro, like it's just snow, like just walk, bro. It's like, don't overthink it, like just walk.
How to walk.
I almost did. I almost stopped and been like, you know what? Like, it's okay. Like, I was like this one time too. I was 2 years old walking in
First
snow.
time?
Like, but we took the kids outside. The kids, the Adeline has never seen snow before. She's never got to experience snow. She's 2 years old. When we moved out of New York, she was a baby. She never really got to see snow. So her seeing snow for the first time was interesting because she was acting like everybody else out here. Like, what is this white stuff? What is going on? How come it's on the floor? Why is it so cold? Like, but it was fun. It was fun. The kids had fun. Latham was out there making snow angels. Adeline was chasing right behind them. I was throwing snowballs at both of them. It was cool. It was. We had a good snow week, aside for the fact that the kids was home all week long, and I ain't have a break, man. I'm in need of a vacation. ASAP. Away from my kids. I just want one day. Just one day. Kid free. One day. Like in a complete day. A complete 24 hours. No kids. Just me and Alora. Like that's all I want. I just want to not worry about my children for just one day.
You still gonna worry about them when you're gone.
I know, man.
No. Depending on who you leave them with, you never have to worry.
No.
If I leave them with my grandparents, like if I leave them with my grandmother, like I'm good. Like I'm not gonna call. I'm not gonna do nothing. Like I'm out, bro. Like I'm out. I'm out. That's it.
I don't feel like parents have vacations because when y'all going, y'all still gonna check up on them regardless.
I don't check up on them. I don't check up on my kids. Alora does.
You're gonna take that 1 minute and be like,
I know. I don't check on my kids. I don't check on like if I get that text message and it's like a picture of it, I'm like, yo, like don't remind me of them right now. Like,
Oh my
like
God.
I need a full detachment. Like, look, as a parent, and Lauren, you could attest to this. Like, breaks are much needed. Like when you get like a good like couple of hours, no kid, like that is like the best time in the world. You have nothing to worry about. You don't gotta feed them. You don't gotta make sure they're not trying to kill themselves by putting forks in sockets and stuff. Like it's it's kid like you're kid free. Like you're free. You are finally free. You can run through meadows and stuff and slow motion.
Meadow.
Oh, widow.
I could imagine you just your hair's flopping in the air like
Nah, I'm always worried about my kids. My son's in Florida right now, going on 2 weeks, and yeah, I haven't reached out to him every day. I'm trying to give him a little bit of space because he's 14, but I miss him and I worry about him every single freaking second, pretty much.
I mean, you worry, but what I'm saying is, it's more of the fact where it's like when you know they're in good hands, when you know like it's somebody like my grandmother is somebody like I would never have to call and check up on. Like I'm not like, are they killing themselves or something like that? Are you trying to kill them? Like it's one of those things where yeah, like I'm good. Like my grandmother is like the one person in this world like I trust with everything. So I'm good when they're with her. But like if they was with my sister, like Ariel or even Leah, because Leah got like 17 kids, and I don't know how she.
Can you stop?
I know. I always go higher in numbers every time I talk about it. Yeah, but she got like 25 kids, so I mean, it's so like. But my sister is like, I don't know. Ariel is just. Ariel, she's trying to have a kid right now. Like they're in the process, you know, they've been married, they're about to make a year next month, and they're trying to have kids. But my sister is just I don't see her as a mother, you know, not in a disrespectful way. It's more in a way where it's like maybe when she has a baby, then I could be like, okay, I see like motherly. But my sister's really not motherly. My sister is impatient. She's mean. She's, you know, she's
so rude.
But it's true. She's everything my mom is, but worse. You know, because my mom is not like the whole package when it comes to like being a mother either. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom is like, she's dope. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my mom, but she's not like a lovey-dovey, let's go cuddle and watch movies, let's go outside and go to the park type. She's not that type of mother. She's the let's go to the mall, I'm gonna buy you some stuff, and yeah, you're gonna enjoy it. Like that's my mom. You know, I'm gonna spend money on you.
There's different types of moms, right? And also
I'm not knocking my mom. I'm not knocking any mom that's
I get what you
but you know, I'm like, you know, I'm more the father that's like, all right, we're gonna go to the park, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna do this, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go there, we're gonna do a whole bunch of stuff. And Ariel is just not that type of person, you know. And I'm, you know, I love my sister, I love her to death. Like when she comes and she spends time with the kids, like it's cool, but she gets like she's done with them like after like 10 minutes. Like, all right. And she's a dog mom too, so it's like I'm like, how do you like not give like how it's weird. Like you give your dogs attention and like you're with your dogs, but it's like the way that you interact with your dogs and the way you interact with kids is like two totally opposite. And it should be the same in my opinion, no? Shouldn't it? The way that you interact, if it shouldn't it be better that you're interacting with kids? No, am I bugging? Am I bugging? Y'all look at me weird. Like
I really don't know what the heck you're
trying
talking
to talk
about.
about your sister, but like back to your sister, like because you have like that brotherly view, and you don't, you know, once that happens and she becomes a mother, she's gonna learn. Like we all do, right? Once I have a kid, so like all those traits that you have, you know, negative or positive, like once she becomes a mother, she's gonna evolve into something else, and then you're gonna look at her, you're gonna be like, whoa, like you're a mom, and she's gonna learn, and that 10 minutes is not gonna be 10 minutes anymore. It's gonna be I gotta take care of this child, and then like she'll grow like you did, and then what if she turns into that let's run into meadows and stuff, and you're just like, wow, I never knew you were like that, sis. But because
don't
that
see
change.
I don't see it.
I mean, hey,
well, I mean,
Nah.
yeah, I mean, it could happen.
You
It
believe
could
There's
happen. I
also
mean,
a distance between you guys. You guys never lived really close since you've had children.
yeah, there's
Like
that too.
my sister, when I had my first son, I was 19. My sister was like 17 or 18, and she used to always say she never wanted kids. And Kareem became her baby. Like she always had him. She took him everywhere. And she didn't have her own kid for like 5 years, so she had Kareem as some practice.
Man, I think
But she
that's
was always
what
very
it is, too.
specific. I never want kids. I never want kids. I never want kids. And then I had Kareem, and she was just the wonderful auntie.
I think that's what it is as well. The fact, the distance between us.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that if she was closer, she would. I mean, she does a lot with them. You know, she does. Like when she does come and everything. You know, she does take them out. She takes them with her. You know, even if she's like running to Walmart, she'll take Lathan, or she'll sit with Addie and watch kid movies and stuff like that. Like she does that stuff. But I mean, I feel like that's like aunt stuff, like mom stuff. I don't. What I say is like she's a lot like my mother in a way where it's kind of like that loving motherly gene where it's like maybe because I kind of base everything on my grandmother and how my grandmother raised me, and it's just I don't have that contrast with my mom. Me and my mom's relationship is a lot different than me and my grandmother's, where my grandmother is more like this whole what you kind of view in a sitcom mom, that kind of thing, whereas my mom is like a dictator in a way where it's kind of like my way or the highway, or it's like I don't know, man. My mom is mean. Like
Oh my
my mom,
gosh.
but I a lot of it I think is from the military. I think the military kind of groomed my mom to be that way. My mom is she's very, her ideals are very realistic. So it's kind of like
she's orderly.
I'm sorry.
Would you say she's orderly, disciplined?
She's strict.
Which is the way of saying that.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I guess you could say that. Yeah,
like she'll give you order. Like we're gonna do this. We're gonna go to the mall, get you something. It's like structure. Like there's a plan. That makes sense. That makes sense.
She's more of she's more of that. Where it's like what we're gonna do is what we're gonna do, and this is how we're gonna do it, and I don't want to hear nothing. And then on top of that, she stays in her room a lot, so I don't see my mom. Like it's crazy. Like I'm 2 feet away from my mom, but I don't see her. It's one of those things, and everything. But back to the subject of our snow days and everything. How much snow did New York get?
Who the fuck knows? At this point,
it's
been snowing for like 3
Never
weeks.
ending.
For real?
We don't fucking know.
Just a couple of inches, I think.
The last time it was like fluffy snowflakes, so it's not.
That turned to ice.
Actually, I had to go back into my job because, like LaShawn, I also work from home, but we have like flexibility. We can go to the office and come back home. So I actually left my password book in my job. I leave a notebook with passwords, and then I had to like go. And then on my way out, like all my windows were like frozen. And I had to warm up the car. I took out the scraper, and like that shit was just like like I gotta get this password book, and it was like a mission. I was like, and I was just chipping it off, but it was not so bad, and the roads were clean, but I'm over it. It's spring.
I've seen people rolling their windows down, and it was like a sheet of ice. As soon as they rolled their window down, it was just a sheet of ice sitting there, like over it.
Also, driving on highways, like that snow on top, like I'm lazy.
That flies off.
But now I'm just like, nah, I can't do that to people because it happened to me. I'm driving and the ice fell off my own car and hit my wind, and then my windshield, and I'm just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So imagine someone with like less nerves, just that shit hits them. They swerve.
That's actually a ticket. You could get pulled
It
over.
It
is.
is, right? Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
you could get pulled over for having snow on the
Mm,
top of your car.
yeah.
You're
I mean,
supposed
they
So
ain't
to,
really pulling people over, but it is a
but yeah, you
ticket.
can.
it
Yeah,
is ticketable.
yeah, like they
You get
can
a
pull
ticket.
you over and give you a ticket for having snow on the top of your car.
It's
But
you gotta take it out. I felt bad because like the
I
car
have
behind
to.
me, like a whole bunch just.
Mm.
my other thing on driving on the highway is, you know how from people's tires, like the dirt and stuff get on your windshield because of the
Oh
melted
yeah.
ice, and
Yeah,
then your windshield wiper, like my windshield wiper fluid was like, I guess, frozen, or wherever the duct was frozen, so I
So it's
couldn't
black.
like go like this to like clean my window off. I'm just like, oh my god, I can't fucking see. Like I can't see, but I can't stop because I'm like
Of
in the
course.
middle of the highway driving. And then
that
like as soon as
sucks.
I get off, I go like this and the shit's working. Like, oh, now you want to work? Oh, okay. Like
You
that's
really gotta
annoying.
prep before you drive. Like before you drive, make sure that like the snow is not covering the windshield. 'Cause sometimes it's just piling up. One time
Hmm.
I didn't realize like why it didn't work. Like you, I was putting it and it didn't go. And then when I parked, there was snow and there was just like blue liquid, like a snowball. Oh, like I didn't put two and two together. I was like, damn, like that's why it didn't work.
I be focused on my windshield, so I be like, well, fuck whatever's down there. Like it'll melt. I just be wanting to go. I don't want to keep like
I know,
I don't
that's
want
the
to keep doing
thing.
all of this.
Be in a
It
rush
should be.
because
It's a lot.
Friday morning I got picked up. I did somebody's hair. They picked me up. And then I had my boyfriend come pick me up from there when we were done. 'Cause I don't like driving in the snow at all. It was snowing Friday morning. So I guess he was rushing to come get me because I told him, I'm almost done. He had some snow on top of the car. So when after he picked me up, we start driving, the snow comes down onto the windshield. I was like, immediately, I'm like, oh, hell no, we can't drive like this. No. We pulled over and he cleaned it off because I get too nervous.
Yeah, I think out here the fact that they don't. Okay, so for context, the morning that I went to go get my refill, I'm wiping off the car and everything, letting it heat up, and there's a car. There's a truck. It was a white pickup truck. It's one of them small ones, and
Scared
it came around a corner at like probably about 15, 20 miles per hour, and I'm like, first of all, why are you coming around the corner that fast in the snow? Secondly, the back of his car was like this, just, and I'm like, yo, had I been pulling out, he would have hit me. Like, you can't stop at that point. Like, you can't stop. Like, your car is literally, there's no control. You have no control of your car. And, thank God I have all-wheel drive. And, I could drive in the snow and everything. But even still then, I'm very careful. I drive, like, probably 5 at the top 10 miles per hour. I'm not driving fast. Gas station is not that far. It's right around the corner, But it's... you got to be careful when you're driving in the snow or even in the rain, and this is even worse because it's freaking freezing outside. The snow is turning into ice. It was just bad. It was bad, but I think that we should all be very cognizant of our cars in the snow.
Yeah.
Like it's a given. Y'all at home watching and listening, wipe the top of your cars off. Get the snow
Wake up
off
early.
the top of your cars.
Get that.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it.
Avoid
Save a
driving
life.
like me.
Yeah, save a life. Be a good person.
For real though.
I think I'm the only one, but I kind of like driving in the snow. I like the challenge of it. I like. All right, I can't be speeding. Let me take my time. Oh, snow! There's a lot of snow. All right, we're gonna go slow. It's almost like I'm on a mission, just to go to the gas station or something. And I don't treat it like I treat it like a game. And I must say I can drive in the snow. I got all-wheel drive, so I got that. It's not about speed. It's about consistency, maintaining your momentum. Once you slow down the hill, you're done. You got to keep going. and you make it over that mountaintop, and that's it. Boom. Like
Dave is that person in those Range Rover commercials. It's like they see the snow and they're like, "Oh yeah, I could drive through this." Like,
got a Subaru, you know, it's a safe car. You know, it's a family
See,
car.
I think I don't have that same feeling because I have a car. So like my car is low to the ground. I don't have a truck. If I had a truck, maybe be like, all right, let's see what we can do. But nah, not with a car. Nope.
I don't know. I don't like driving in any kind of weather condition. I don't even like driving at night.
I don't
To be
even like
honest,
driving
no.
anymore.
I don't. Yeah, that's
At night, I be struggling with these. I be struggling.
yeah. I'm like, it's driving at night for me is scary now. Like I guess as the older you get, like when I was younger, like I used to love driving, going anywhere. Like we used to
Me
take
too.
road trips. I grabbed Troy, like yo, we going somewhere, and we just take a road trip. Now it's like, dang man, I gotta drive here. I gotta go here.
10
Like
minutes away.
yeah, you know, I don't like it. And then especially at driving at night, we drove to Atlanta to my sister's house, and we left at like 6 or whatever. But you know, 6 o'clock right now, it's like it's midnight. It's dark, you know. So we drove to Atlanta, and probably about like halfway, you get to Chattanooga, and the mountains and everything. And the mountains is like it's like a 6% decline. So it's literally like you're going down. Like you don't even have to hit the gas. Like it's like I keep my foot on the brake the whole way down, and you're like that for like probably about 2 or 3 miles, and then it levels off, then it does it again. So that's like it's like a 20-minute drive where you're literally going down the mountain.
Nope.
And
I don't like that.
imagine doing this at night. There's no lights. You're on a highway. It's pitch black, and it's the scariest thing, especially when you see like you see like 18-wheelers next to you. And my whole thing is like, what happens if they like fuck up? I'm like literally right next to an 18-wheeler. Like, what happens if they fuck up?
He goes, whoops, let me go pull over.
Yeah, you know, like
No.
Yeah, I'm over driving, period. But like driving at night for me now is more of a chore than it is like I just if I could bypass it, I will. Like I just don't want to drive at night anymore.
Yeah.
I if I'm gonna go somewhere, I'm gonna go in the daytime. You know, invite me over your house at 7 o'clock. or invite me.
Early bird.
Yeah, you know, like
I'm
I'm trying to leave early, you know, like even last night, like I actually left last night from my friend's house like later than I wanted to. I think I wanted to leave at like 10. I ended up leaving at like 11:30, and even still I'm driving back, and you know out here there's like no street lights and everything, and where he lives is like I don't want to say in the cut, but it's like in the cut. So leaving, and then I gotta come all the way out to the main road. It's pitch black, and you're driving with your high beams on. The snow, it's not snowing, but it's the dust from the snow. You know, like you know, from the wind blows the dust, the snow, so it just looks foggy.
Damn.
And you can't really
because you don't have buildings, right? Because the dust will be will be on the building. So, but now you have open space, so it's just everywhere.
Yeah, it's just everywhere. So it makes it look like it's fog. So you know when you're driving with your high beams on, especially in a fog, you still can't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like the scariest thing. So I'm like sitting there driving with my son, and I'm just like, I hope I get home. I hope I get home. Laura will reanimate my dead body and kill me again. Like I need to get home. But yeah, I'm just over it, man. I'm over the snow. I'm over this weather. I want warm weather. And I saw a meme the other day. It was like when summer comes back, I'll promise I'm not gonna complain about the heat.
I don't complain about the heat.
I think winter is like the only season I don't like.
I'm a
Really?
summer baby. I'd rather be hot than cold any day. Sweaty, hot. I'll take a shower. Even you cold,
I
it's
don't
in
know
your
about sweaty, but
bones.
hot. Mm.
I don't
I'm
know.
just
I don't
saying,
like
like
it
I'd
too hot.
rather.
I don't like it too
I feel
cold.
like
Like
if
I
you're
love
hot and
full.
sweaty, you could just take a shower and cool down. But if you're cold and freezing, it's gonna take a freaking minute to get that chill out your bones. How can you? You
Yeah,
can't. Even if
you
you take
can't
a
jump in
hot
it.
shower,
Yeah, you can't take a
you're
hot
not gonna
shower
be
because it's
No,
warm.
because
still
it starts to
it
sting.
like it hurts. It hurts.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're hot and you take a cool shower, you cool down. That's why I'd much
Mm.
rather just be hot. I don't care. I hate snow. I
No.
hate being cold. I hate having goosebumps. I hate shivering. I hate layering. I hate it
You know,
all.
when I'm home, when I'm in my house, I like to be cold because I could just
At
go
night,
into
when I
a
sleep,
wall.
I like to be cold.
Okay.
That's it.
But I mean, during the summer, like I don't like the heat. Like I don't like extreme heat. I don't like going outside and it's like I'm sweating bullets. Because then it's like, yo, I don't want to wear anything nice. I don't want to put anything like crazy on. I'm just gonna throw shorts and a tank top on and like and I don't want to go outside. Like I don't like the heat like that. And then I don't like extreme cold. Like I like a little bit of cold. I am a fall guy. Fall is my favorite season. Like I want to wear a hoodie because it's not warm enough to be in a t-shirt, but it's not cold enough to be in a jacket. Like I love
Like
that. Like
flexibility too. Like, oh, I got a jacket, but I can take it off, and I got a tee. So now, I got these light layers on. So
yeah,
yeah.
like yeah, like even in the spring, like I like spring too. Like you could wear like a nice, windbreaker, jacket and be able to take it off if it gets a little too hot, but then put it back on. Like and then I feel like it's more matching. Like you could really dress up during the fall and during the spring. Like in the winter, you have to layer up. It's freaking cold,
Mm-hmm.
Then on top of that, it's so cold. All you really want to wear is sweats. Like you don't want to wear jeans. You don't want to wear like anything. Like you don't want to get dressed up for anything. Like you don't want to wear a suit going to a party. Like I don't even want to go to a party in the wintertime. Like like if I can't wear
I want to
sweats,
hibernate like a bear.
yeah. If I can't wear sweats to the event, don't invite me.
Yeah.
Don't invite me in the
That
winter.
part.
Like. But and then to cap that off in the summertime, like in the summertime it's so freaking hot that it's like you really don't want to wear your best fit because you feel like you're gonna sweat it out. Like I mean at nighttime, yeah, because it cools down a little bit. You could, do what you want pretty much, but like middle of the day, noon, it's like 101. Like uh who's wearing jeans and a
101.
really, really
Damn.
nice shirt? You know what I'm saying? Like not me.
I still want
Well,
to be hot. Give me
that
summer.
time will come. For now, we'll just enjoy the winter and enjoy the spring. But I don't want to think about hot leather seats and in a hot car. Like we'll deal with that when we got to deal with that. But let's just. I'm over this winter.
Yeah, where's this early spring?
Did
Is that what he predicted? I thought he predicted that
I
it was
thought
gonna
you
be
predicted
more winter.
more winter, yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
I thought they said early spring? See,
No,
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 you
you
be
was
wanted
hoping.
an
snapping and
early
shit.
You was
spring.
hoping they said.
Yeah, you wanted an
Because
early
he
spring.
say that.
I really
Yeah.
don't
Say
like
that.
winter, guys.
It's
If I
annoying.
was ever gonna move, it's gonna be someplace that's
I
no
need
snow.
like a place
So
that's like
Tennessee
70 to
is
75.
out. Texas out.
Can we talk about Texas for a second? Like
Texas.
my aunt got power back the other day, and it's like I read a report that because out there the way that they do like energy and everything is kind of like wholesale, so you buy energy
Yeah,
wholesale,
some of them. Yeah, I saw
right?
that.
So they were saying like there was a guy who has a $5,000 bill right now for 5 days worth of heat.
More than one guy. Supposedly, so
It's
what
a few
happened, I was
people.
reading, is that this company that these people have, this electric company that has these wholesale rates or whatever, I don't know exactly, but before the storm came, they reached out to people and said, hey, your bill's probably going to skyrocket. Leave us and go someplace else. Go to another
Really?
electric company.
Wow.
But people didn't have enough time.
Yeah, there's not
Even
enough
people
time.
that got the memo and tried to, still was going to take a couple of days or whatever to turn over. So, yeah, I saw the people have 5, $7,000. One person had $17,000 electric bill.
Yo,
I don't think they should be held accountable for that.
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
there's an
I don't
article
think
that
that's
says
I'm not
fair.
paying that shit.
When I
Texas
first moved in this
now he
house,
owes $16K.
Who owes
16, imagine,
16K?
The New
on their
York
electric
Times
bill.
article. He had his lights stayed on during the storm. Now he owes $16,752.
Could you
Like
imagine?
No.
that's outrageous.
No.
Gotta be
That's
like
ridiculous.
some
I'm not paying that shit.
First of all, when I
Period.
first moved in
And
this
that-
house, my first electric bill I got said $10,000.
Get the fuck out of here.
I swear to God. And I'm like, what the hell?
I just moved
$10,000?
here. I
Throw
just
this
moved
whole
here.
house out. I'll return it. I don't want it. I
Feel like I
called
return it,
ConEd,
take
it back.
like, what the heck is up with this $10,000 electric
I want
bill?
to.
So what happened?
They were
with
like,
that?
they go, oh, it's estimated because we couldn't get to your meter. I said, oh, so did you estimate the whole neighborhood? Because
right?
Like,
Like,
the fuck?
$10,000. I mean, who was living
Estimation.
here before me?
yeah, estimate.
What
Yo,
kind?
I
What the
live-
hell was
I
they
live in
running in
a regular
amusement
house,
park?
not a 17-acre mansion, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
and then on top of that, my meter is right in front of my house. I don't have a
That's
gate or
insane.
nothing, so there's no way you couldn't get to it.
They're
so
lazy.
so how did
Just
you
like
resolve?
lying.
I went outside to the meter, read them the numbers, and they redid the bill.
So what your bill ended up?
No,
being?
they should have sent somebody back out. I wouldn't
Yeah,
do
I would-
that.
yeah, I would-
like
I wouldn't have read it.
100
I wouldn't have
something,
read it.
whatever. I don't know what it was.
They should have paid you because you did their job.
But my whole thing is
Should've
like, imagine
paid
I was
you
on
like that little-
you know, the automated billing or something, and I wasn't paying attention to my bill, and they just took it out my account.
Exactly. That's why I don't
I would've
sign
been
up
like-
for automatic shit. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't do the automatic payments.
You're not gonna catch me, and then I gotta wait, and then they don't refund you your money. They
That's what
credit
I'm
on
saying.
your bill.
They would have credited.
No. I don't want no credit for 10 G's. No.
I would have been having
Mm-mm.
electric paid for the next. My electric bill is what? No, I'm on the level payment plan. It's like $186 a month. $186 to $10,000. That's a lot of money, guys. Come on.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Mhm.
First of all, I'm not paying it. I'm not paying it. If I was in Texas and they sent me a $6,000 bill, I'm not paying
It's
it,
not.
bro.
It's not fair.
That's not on me. That's not on me.
It's
Like
not
at the
fair.
end of the day,
Crazy.
it don't get cold out here. It don't get
That's
cold
not
out here.
You know?
That is not fair to them at
It's
all.
not. It's not. And I see, you know, I see their complaints and I'm like, you know, good for them. Good for them to want to fight back and you know, no,
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay it, so I don't expect them to pay it. And then there's other people, like I was looking at the article. I actually saw the article on Twitter. So there's a whole, you know, Twitter is like toxic, so everybody's has their own opinion.
Mhm.
And there's people on there from New York, like, oh, like good for them because they get to experience cold for the first time. And it's like, no, like at the end of the day, like if I went 40 years in my life never experiencing snow, never experiencing the cold and everything, and then it happens for the very first time in my entire life, one, it's scary as shit. It's
Yeah,
scary.
exactly.
Two, what are they gonna do? There's pipes bursting because
Yeah.
of they don't have the insulation. They don't have the necessary building. Like when houses are made out there, they're not being made to insulate for the cold and insulate for, you know, the pipe structures and everything for the cold. They're made for the heat. It's hot out there. Like they're not doing it because it's oh, it gets cold occasionally. Like, okay,
Yeah.
it gets cold like probably 2 times a year out there. You know?
Well, I was actually reading about the whole blame game of whose fault it was with all these electrical outages and stuff.
Mhm.
So they were trying to say like, oh, we weren't gonna winterize our grid or whatever they got to winterize.
It was the governor, wasn't it?
It was, you know, a bunch of people, the company, whatever. They were trying to say, oh, that's because they were making us get wind energy and renewable energy instead of whatever. So they were like, no, the wind energy and the solar energy and all that, it had some outages, but it actually fared better than their gas energy. One,
Mhm.
They had a cold snap in 2011, and they were recommended to winterize their system. They ignored it. They had a cold snap in 1989 and were recommended to winterize their stuff, and they ignored it. But I think I want to say it was El Paso, maybe. It was one city there in Texas that in 2011, when they said winterize, they actually did. So this time around, they had way less outages in that city. I think it's El Paso. I'm not sure, but they had way less people. Come on now. It's greed. It's just greed with these companies that, well, why would we winterize? Because they said
they don't want to spend the money.
We're not going to winterize for once in a century cold. Once in a century? This is happening every 10 years.
Yeah, this is happening. I mean, it's literally a pattern.
When it
And it's
comes
going to
to
get worse. This is global warming.
You guys remember New Orleans when I think Katrina hit? You know those levees?
The levees, yeah.
Levees, right? Like I think there were reports the same way. They're like, you have to.
They was been telling them. Okay, so the whole New Orleans thing, and I only know this because my grandmother, she still lives in New Orleans, and I have family out there. My mom's side of the family is from New Orleans. Basically, they was telling them that the levees were weak. That if they got hit with another hurricane that was big enough, that the levees would break. That they needed to go in, reinforce those levees because the levees were outdated. What happens? Yeah. Katrina happens. The thing is with New Orleans is below sea level. When you're driving into New Orleans, literally when you're driving into New Orleans, it's a big ass fucking highway, and you're driving, there's nothing but water on both sides of you. You're literally driving over water to get into New Orleans, right? Get into New Orleans, and there's spots where like you could literally look up and see water. Like literally, like you could be standing still, look up, and there's water. They're below sea level. Yeah. So all it takes is a crack in the dam, and what happens? Katrina happens. It got flooded, and it was telling them for years, reinforce the levees, make sure that you guys rebuild them. Yeah, and that's what happens. My thing is, it's like if you guys know this, and this is something like, for instance, with New York, I like the fact that they're always working on the bridges. They're always up, like those bridges are old. They're freaking old. But I think the oldest one is what, the George Washington? Maybe, I'm not sure which one.
I think
Brooklyn Bridge.
One of the first. I think that's the oldest.
But they're always working on the Brooklyn Bridge. They're always working on the George Washington. The Verrazano's always getting work, and the Verrazano needs the work because it's a suspension bridge. Yeah. God forbid any one of those suspensions break, that bridge is coming down. Like, people don't realize that when they're going over the bridge. I mean, that shit is scary. I don't scare people.
Did you see that video? Did you see that video when it was going like this?
Yeah, it's a suspension bridge.
Oh my God, that shit is
suspension
scary.
bridges are for. They're for the wind, because when the wind goes, the suspension makes sure that it doesn't come off. Like, but the thing is, it's still scary. I've been on the bridge when the bridge was moving before, with the high winds, and you're in your car and you're like, whoa, like, it's scary. Like, I remember that day. I remember going over the bridge that day because I did like probably 80. I was on the bridge and off in like 2 minutes. I promise you. I did 80 on that. The bridge was moving. And I was on a lower level. It's scary.
Very.
You have all of these things that you have in place to be put in place. Texas, yeah, it doesn't get cold out there, but if there's a pattern, every 10 years you guys go through a period where it's freaking cold and you have nothing in place.
Not only that, but like back to what I was trying to say with my original point, like there, the once every 100 years, once every 200 years. So like knowing the facts, the history, knowing that things kind of repeat themselves, you would you would hope that that information would get, received and implemented, but it's not. So you have natural disasters, affects New Orleans, affects Texas. Despite information, you don't use it, and then boom, you get a shit show. So it just, what I want to say is like, it just goes to show about the infrastructure of America, like not
Exactly.
just Texas and like all the states. There's some
I mean, look at
that-
Sandy.
I
Look at
don't-
Sandy. Look at Hurricane Sandy. Look how bad that we got hit. And they was telling New York, like, yo, bro, hurricanes are no joke. Do this, like, put all these procedures in place. Sandy hit and we got fucked up. Why? Because there was nothing in place. We're so ready for snowstorms, yet snowstorms hit, and like what was it, de Blasio, his first year in, and we got hit with a snowstorm, and he didn't even send out the to plow and to do all of that until like the next morning, instead of sending them out that night. And we got hit. I remember that was the first year he was in, and we got hit with a snowstorm. We got hit with a nor'easter that year, and it was bad. It was bad, and you have all of these measures, put them in place. Period. You could save lives. Look how many people have died in Texas so far from the cold.
Well, if you ask their elected officials, it's survival of the fittest, because that's what we do here in America. If you got money, you're good.
Yeah, look at Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz flew.
Ted Cruz is in Mexico. Left his dog in the house. Left his dog in the house. And that's another thing. That's another thing, guys. Like, if it's too hot, bring your dog inside. Give it some water. If it's too cold, keep your pets warm. Man, I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. It's it's one thing to force yourself to go through these extreme, difficult, temperatures and weather inclements, but to force your animals to go through it. Your animals are not you. Your animals, they can't put a sweater on. They can't put the AC on. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm seeing all of these pictures of these dead dogs and these dead cats and everything, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. You guys are the ones that go out to these pet stores, buy these animals. You're responsible for them.
Exactly.
You wouldn't leave your kid outside
for life
all night long. You wouldn't leave your cat outside all night long. You wouldn't leave your son to in a house. Or you put it this way, you wouldn't leave your son in a car with the windows up, 100 and something degrees, and you're just, I'll be right back. But people do it to their animals. You shouldn't have an animal then. You shouldn't have an animal. You shouldn't have a child if that's the case. Like, I could, if that's how you treat your animal, like I could imagine how you treat your children. Like, oh man, I'm sorry guys. Like, I'm getting all worked up here. I'm getting all upset. It's bad, man. It's bad. Ted Cruz, do better. Do better. It's bad enough you're a Trump gun ho.
Not the finger.
I hate Ted Cruz.
But I think, like, moments like this, we have to take into consideration, like, ourselves. Like, we gotta, in whatever part, we gotta put in a part, establishing a community. Or if that's what a governor does, then all right. I mean, I know I don't want to run for anything, but like, for those people that, they probably could do a better job. They could be, what we need is just compassion, and also, like, just, hey,
common sense.
We have systems in place. It's better to be safe than sorry. At least be that. You can salt a road, and it's not that bad of a storm. Hey, guess what? We still got a country running. It just, I moments like this, they're bad, but we learn from catastrophes, and it'll unite people, I hope. And, like, when you mentioned, the toxicity of Twitter, but there's also, like, a benefit. Like this social media is so new that it integrates people in a very, like, directly. So it pisses me off to hear people say, oh, good on them. They get snow for the first time. They see how it's like. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, they're experiencing something that they never did. So then the thing would be to, like, create content
Dialogue.
or
Yeah.
dialogue or videos like, hey, what to do when driving snow, first time seeing snow, like simple stuff like that. And just giving them tips, because I feel like that's the heart of a country, right? Like United States of America, right? It's like, I don't know.
It's supposed to be,
I
but
get,
it's
be.
not.
I'm getting patriotic, so like, and now more than ever. But I feel like moments like this, we need to stick together. And I hope things resolve in Texas, and I guess whatever help is there, we could always chip in whatever
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
It definitely. Texas, you got a friend in us. If you guys need any advice, you could DM us, hit us up on Instagram.
Yeah,
We will give
we
you
should ask
guys
questions
advice.
do you guys have any advice for driving snow, or if you've never driven in snow before, like we can
Stay
send
home.
out
Don't
tips.
drive.
Yeah, stay home. You don't have to go out.
That's my advice.
All right, like just stay home. Try to stay warm, man. I mean, this whole look, we're going through global warming, and let's call a spade a spade. It's global warming. We need better procedures in place. We need better green projects. We need better officials in office to bring these things about. And it's really on us. We're the one electing these people. We're the one that's putting a lot of these people in office. So I hate when people say, "Oh, well, it's this person and it's this." No, because at the end of the day, it's you. If you're not going out there and going to vote, if you're not out there pushing for your congressperson, we are electing these people. We are putting these people in place to sit here and make policies and legislatures and giving these people power to make laws for us on our behalf. Vet everybody who's going in. Vet every congressperson. Make sure that this person is really for you. A lot of these people, they're just going there because it's big business. Big businesses, they get their person, they put them there because they want their agenda pushed. Period. If I'm a big business person and I want to make more money, of course I'm gonna back somebody that's going to help me get more money. Period. So get out there and vote. Get out there and stop complaining about all these officials that you guys put in place. Texas, you hate Ted Cruz so much, vote him out. Simple as that.
I think people don't think things can change. There's a lot of people that think like, oh, it's not gonna matter if I vote. I'm just one voice, but
it can change. It can change. It can change. If you don't think it can change, look at what happened between Trump and Biden. It can change.
look at what happened between Trump and Hillary.
Well, that was
Look what they did to my man Bernie.
That was unfortunate.
I mean, Bernie.
Twice.
I really liked him. I felt like he really believed in what he wanted to do.
Bernie. I love Bernie. Bernie, if you ever get wind of this show, please be a guest on this show. Please just come on this show.
Bernie, he's our man.
We love you, Bernie. Like Bernie is my ultimate meme. That meme that's me. That's me every day. That's everywhere I go. I'm just
what David said.
Yeah.
Right?
So yeah, say that loud, but what David said.
But anyways, we gotta get into the end of our episode. We went on a rant today. We didn't really cover too much of topic, but it'd be like that sometimes, and I feel like this was needed. We're all frustrated. The
Bottom
snow
line,
needs to go.
we're sick of snow. Fuck global warming. Fuck anybody who don't believe in global warming. How about that?
She goes out like Tupac
Am I
when he was like, fuck
alienating
baby.
some
Right?
listeners? I don't care. No, just kidding. No, I don't.
Period.
It's real.
Oh my gosh.
No.
As Law has said, and I'm gonna say it the nice way, because Law she has no filter. She doesn't care. Guys, we are over snow. And I know you guys at home are over snow too, but we encourage you guys to stay warm. We encourage you guys to bring in your pets. Stop leaving your pets outside. Don't let your
Unless
pets
they're
outside.
unless they're
You're a
huskies.
husky. You see all those
I
funny
They
mean,
things
love
like
it.
that.
They
I
love the
mean,
snow.
I get like certain animals love being out in the cold and love the they're cool. But still, bring them in. Bring them inside. Like, don't leave your pets outside. Do not leave your pets at home in the cold
And go to Mexico.
and go to
And
Mexico
get a tan.
and get a tan. Don't do it. Talking to
Yo.
you. You know I'm talking. You know I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Don't do it.
Ted Cruz.
Yeah, I just want like one of them. I want like a Karen to just pull up on him and be like, "Why did you leave your dog out?" Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want that. That'll make my day. That'll make my Karens, please just pull up on.
Small
Pull up on
tangent
him.
question. Imagine if this was like back in the 1880s, same thing happened. Governor flees to Mexico, goes on vacation. You wouldn't really know about it. It'll only go in newspapers. But now you have social media, pictures, him at the airport. Like, yo, eyes on you all times. You know,
Yo, I mean,
you
first of all,
gotta be.
First of all, he messed up because he got pictures. Yo, first of all, if I'm a governor, you're not gonna know.
He's not a governor. He's a senator.
Senator,
Yes.
governor, whatever it is, I don't care. If I'm an elected official, if I'm in the spotlight like that, you're not gonna know where I'm at. I'm gonna be in Puerto Rico. You're gonna see no pictures and be like, "Yo, where is Lou? Like, where is this guy? Like, he is, like, where is he?"
Yo,
You'll never know.
Like, hi, you're gonna do the same thing. Look at you, man. I thought you were different.
Hey, man. Hey, I'd bring my dog though. I'd bring my dog.
All right, at least bring your dog.
He's leaving the kids
That's
home.
good.
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you said it.
My cat and my dog and then my kids. Yep.
But don't drive if you don't have to.
Yeah,
No.
man, that's
If you know it's gonna snow, maybe get gas if you need it prior to the storm.
Oh yeah,
And-
do not wait to get gas. I don't care what it is. Do not wait to the.
Oh,
don't
yeah,
say,
right?
I'll get gas the next morning. Get gas now. If you have time to tell yourself I'll get gas in the morning,
Just
get gas
do
now.
it.
Get gas
I
now.
thought Safi was gonna pop her head in again, but she just
I made that
drove the other way.
mistake during Sandy. When Sandy
Oh,
had hit,
gas.
I was like,
Gas.
let me
No
get
gas.
gas in the morning. I should have.
Well, nobody knew. Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing, though. That's the thing. When you know better, you do
Fair.
better. And if you know that you should get gas, go and get gas. If you know that you should stop at the store and get milk, stop at the store and get milk. Don't leave it off
That's-
for later.
that's the
Because you don't know
title of
what's
this
gonna happen.
episode.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
No better. You
Yeah, that should be the name of this album. I'm gonna put that. Snow Day, know better, do better. If you know better, do better. You know, do not leave it for the next day. Do not leave your pet at home. Just,
I hate snow.
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm over the snow. You know, and it's, I feel bougie. Because I've been fortunate enough to not see snow for like 2 years. So now that I'm
Anyways, bye.
not seeing snow, feel bougie.
We're
Don't
getting
don't
out of
hate,
hand
don't
right now.
don't hate me, Lord, because you guys get snow like once every 2
Now
weeks.
we-
Like, leave me alone.
But we not used to. We see it like that in like 2 years.
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
It didn't really snow.
No, it
So
didn't really snow like that. Even when
Yeah.
I left, it wasn't snowing like that. Because I was actually
Mhm.
surprised before I left. Like it wasn't crazy.
mhm.
Also
Well, I
a
mean-
symptom of global warming.
Yeah.
now it won't stop.
Yeah, I mean, didn't they predict last year during the summer? There was like this was gonna be like one of the coldest winters that we've had in a while.
But it's not even really
watching-
cold.
I know.
Nah, it's
You know
been
what it is?
cold.
A lot of
It's
times
been
I don't
cold
even know
around
if
the
it's cold or
country
not,
where it
because I'm in the
hasn't been
freaking
cold.
house.
Yet.
Oh, that's because it ain't really that cold here.
But
Not,
what I'm
not
saying,
our cold.
yeah, but it's been cold around the country. I mean, Florida had record temps in the cold. So I
Mhm.
mean, it's been
I remember
cold. Yeah, I mean, it don't
Yeah.
really get cold out here, and it's been below freezing for the past couple of days. And then it was like 50 degrees yesterday, and people was like outside in short sleeve shirts. Yeah, and I'm just like, nah, still cold. I'm not doing it. I'm not getting sick. I'm not getting sick. But anyways, thank you guys for joining us. I know we went on a
Episode
rant.
6.
No, we went on a rant, but we love you guys. Thank you for sticking with us, and we'll see you next week. Stay warm.
Ciao. Ciao.
Bundle up.
Yeah. Wish I could paint our love moments in vibrant. Even wordplay turns into gunplay. Gunplay turns into pillow talk. Pillow talk turns into sweet dreams. Sweet dreams turn into coffee in the morning.